What's up, guys? Crypto Gains Club here. It's your boy Anon. We have some exciting price action. We do. It's 3:11 in the morning. I was about to go to sleep, and then I get a message saying that somebody bought 9.4 billion pulsex. Like, look at this monstrous green candles. Like, I love it. We haven't seen this in a while. I mean, we're looking at the 4 hour. We can pop to the daily. And see what that looks like. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's not look at that. That's traumatizing. But I drew some stupid, again, I'm not a TA guy. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've only done 4 leverage trades in my life. And you saw one of them, the $9 in profit. Okay. I'm by no means an expert in this stuff. I'm just here to teach you guys to talk about this stuff. To keep everybody engaged because I like it. But ideally, I want somebody else to take over because I don't think I'm the best man for the job. I'm just the guy that sees that something needs to be done, so I'm doing it until somebody else wants to pick it up. Anyway, I drew what looks like a wedgie, and it looks like someone's digging in, and they're getting ready to pull it. And so I was thinking that maybe I could place a long position on pulsex. But what I was thinking was, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because I learned something that I thought was true, but it wasn't true. I learned from my mistakes, and so I just want to share that with you guys. And it's an honest mistake. There is some logic to it, but yeah, I mean, I guess it just can't be done. So anyway, my thought process was like, okay, if this is a wedgie. I don't know, like, what do you call this? Like an ascending wedge or a triangle? I don't know. I'm calling it a wedgie right now because that's my expertise level. If my thought process was like, okay, if it breaks out of here, then it's probably going to see a pretty nice move to the upside, right? Like that, I don't know, could be imagined. So I thought, like, okay, if it gets to like this price, I think I was targeting 4013. I was like, okay, if it gets to that price, then I wanted to execute a long position once it reaches that price. But what I learned is it doesn't work that way. So, for example, I've already I hit max. I'm in the long. I'm in the limit, right? Tab. And come over here, and I said, yeah, like once it reaches 4013, I wanted to execute on a long position. And I set at the price that I would be comfortable with getting liquidated. I figured all that out, and then I went to go click here, and there's a red circle, which means that the way these limit orders work is that the price has to be, I have to set this price to be lower than the price that it is right now, the mark price. Meaning if the price dumps down to here, for example, then if I had a limit order set for a long position, it would execute and then enter me into a long. Okay, but I can't say, okay, once it gets to, this price point, this mark price, and then, then I wanted to execute on a limit long. That it doesn't work that way, and I just learned that. I thought I could do that, and I can't. So I'm just sharing that. I thought I was going to get creative and funny and, whatever. And nope, I just ended up wasting another 15 minutes of my life instead of sleeping. But hopefully you guys get some value out of that so you can learn that you can't do it. I can't do it that way. I can't have this price be above the mark price. This price has to be lower when it's a long position. And then I, obviously would assume it's the opposite. Do this. That's on pulse. Just for consistency, we're gonna keep it the same. Can I click this? Okay, that's mark. Okay, yeah. So on a short, you can't pick a price that is below. You have to pick a price that is above. So. Yep, I mean, makes sense. Makes sense. I just thought I mean, I could easily see that being a possibility that you could do it the other way, but I don't know. Maybe that's something they can code into the future. Who knows? But anyway, that's enough for now. Overall, I get the sense that people are bullish. We've talked about this before. So far, the long positions are what they way out exceed the short positions. They're at 1.4 million, and the short positions are at just under 500,000. So in general, people are quite long, right? And yeah, actually, I wonder. So this was lower before, and I think more people added on short positions maybe as of late, just because they saw the price bump. But like Buck, he got liquidated 3 times today, and he was happy about it. Because like if you think about it, if he's getting liquidated on like much smaller short positions, then his long-term holdings when he gets liquidated are still appreciating, right? So this is the thing about leverage trading. It's not about like just doing crazy moves and crazy trades, like just max out the leverage and max out your account, right? Like that's not what this is about. It's like it's how to mitigate risk. And somebody that's has bags of all of these assets that they value, all of the risky assets that they value, they want them to appreciate in the long term, right? Their time horizon for those assets is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whoever knows how many years into the future. So if they take in the short term, if they take a small short position because the prices do fluctuate, then there's a potential they can make money on it. But if they don't make money and they still get liquidated, their overall net worth of the other tokens that they hold will appreciate way more than what they lost on the short, right? So if that's risk mitigation. This is managing your risk. That's what this is all about. So, as we go on, we're going to try to have some fun, but I always want to remind you guys, this is about managing your risk, and, trying to always look at every trade you do in through that lens of, okay, how much am I putting on the line for how much potential gain, and versus how much am I willing to lose. And then even once you do that, once you decide that and you figure that out, you can still, kind of figure out, okay, even if I am comfortable like with some crazy dump or crazy pump that I lose in one direction or the other, on my long or my short, you could well, I guess if you have a higher leverage, you have a tighter range, so those delta between the price action movement will be smaller. Well, anyway, the whole point of that, sorry, I went off onto a tangent of a thought process just to see if it made sense in my head. But the point that I'm trying to get across is that even after you set your position, you can still mitigate your risk of that position even further by setting a trigger. So that's what this is really about. That's what this platform offers you, is the ability to do that. And now, at the same time, you should be able to have fun with this, right? You probably shouldn't be, risking more than you're willing to lose to begin with. And if that's the case, then you should be able to have fun. Now, if you're risking too much, then, you're already starting off on a wrong foot. So anyway, it's enough of that. But just wanted to share that I learned something new, something you can't do that I thought you could. So, all right. See you guys. Good night.